Dude, this righteous fear, man, it's different, man. It's provocative, man. I mean, I don't even know what that means. It gets the people going.
Just the men, not the ladies, just the men. Men, you gotta have a purpose. I'm gonna talk about that. Third thing is to anybody, not just the men, to anybody. Being around people that have negative attitudes or they always have an attitude, it will change you in a.
And this is why you guys got to stop running behind these Raggedy Ann chicks, bro. The chicks that have an attitude and they don't even know why they have an attitude. They have an attitude because they don't know how to think regularly. So when you have a confused mind, you're going to be sucking on lemons all day. You're going to be mad and don't know what it is because you don't do the work on yourself. Stop chasing women that do not do the work on themselves, bro. Stop looking up to women that have not done the work on themselves. That's including your hell of a mother, sir. I done told you 95% of us, myself included, got a mama that need therapy, and she raised us with those traits, sir. And my mama dope. I know your mama not better than my mama, and I'm willing to admit that. I'm able to admit that. It's about confronting your childhood traumas so that you won't grow accustomed to them and thinking that they normal. They're not normal, sir.
In a negative way. I'm gonna say that again. Being around people that they always got a fucking attitude. They always have some sort of negative energy or negative disposition towards their life, your life, something that happened, something that's about to happen, something y'all was talking to, problems that are new, problems that been around. Being around a person that keeps a fucking attitude is a fucking issue. And I'm saying this to both men and women. Now, to men, when I said you need to have a purpose, right? Just on a surface level, tying into what I just said, when niggas don't have a purpose, when men don't have a purpose, when guys don't have a purpose, meaning some sort of thing, right, that they've decided is worth or valuable to them to pursue outside of females and just a fucking dollar, when they don't have that, you're easily triggered. And you will end up falling in a category of what I'm saying about an attitude or a negative attitude.
Absolutely. A lot of y'all walking around here hiding that depression and the fact Y'all never accumulated any skills. Y'all never accumulated any real valuable skills that'll get you to some money. And you're frustrated now. You don't have your basics covered. You're not generating any income. And society is promoting this hookup culture, this gotta have it right now culture. And you just smack that stuck in the middle. So now you hate everything that's successful. You hate anybody that's getting to it because you lack skills on how to get to it.
A lot of y'all, you were raised by a woman, right? And so the energy you got in your upbringing, it has taught you to, instead of focusing on having a purpose for yourself, something that will help keep you disciplined and motivated about life, to where you just ain't chasing ass or money. When you were raised and you did not, right? You did not get that programming that a man is supposed to have a purpose, something to discipline him. So
clearly, our brother Jeremy Brown, this is who she talking about, guys. We're gonna break down why that man did that, bro. See, because I'm tired of these people talking about what he did. Let's talk about why he did, so that we won't make those mistakes, guys. This is what the righteous fear bring to you. This is what you get when you subscribe to the righteous fear for free.
to give him motivation to pursue outside of females and just a fucking dollar. When you don't have that, you will end up in a space over time where you have a negative attitude towards life, or the people that you end up settling for, or that you're stuck with based on what you did not accomplish for yourself as a man. The other thing is, and I'm talking to men, when you don't understand the effects of a negative attitude, or a bitch always having an attitude, you will choose the wrong type of female. And when you sit in the vicinity, when you live with, when you stay in a relationship with,
oh, it's
when
true.
You are
it's damn
tied
true.
in a marriage with a female that has a negative attitude a good majority of the time, it changes you over time as a man, and not
If the
for the
shoe
better.
fits,
Y'all
let them
understand that?
wear it.
I just want to make sure y'all understand that. Talking to the men. A lot of y'all been raised by a woman with an attitude nonstop. It ain't your fault, right? She had her own reasons for why she had an attitude while she was raising you. A lot of y'all, your old girl, operated from a negative space towards life.
And this is what qualifies me, guys. My shorty don't operate in no negative space. My shorty got a critical thinking mind. So that lets you know, for 18 years, I sat around somebody that I can be me. And it clearly, you see, this is the results of that. Me, I am the result of sitting around and being able to build with a woman who does not have that negative energy, to where now I'm a negative Nancy. Now I'm just a mean nigga. Because all I sit around is a mean chick. Nah, bro. Get you some help, bro. Get rid of them, bro.
If the shoe fits, let them wear it.
And responsibilities and the things that she was left with after whatever choices in people or in money and situations that she made, right? So a lot of y'all, you think that this is norm.
Remember you in prayer. Anyone else have a word from the Lord, a testimony of God's goodness? Come home drunk from school, laying up with men, out there prostituting, having oral sex with my mouth, licking me in balls.
Talking to the men. You think that this whole angry or attitude having or negative space is norm because your old girl raised you that way. Then you go out and you pick a female that's the energy she gives, and it fucks you up as a man. Especially if you're a minority in this country, with all the stuff that's already stacked up against, especially if you grew up in poverty and you're a minority, the shit will fuck you up. It hinders growth. It hinders your ability to stand on things as a man and make choices that you're willing to back and face the consequences of. It will turn you into something that you don't even realize you don't want to be. You don't even realize you don't need to be. It will affect you in ways that you will not recognize until you got, a lot of times, more days behind you than in front of you.
Bingo, bingo, guys. Bingo. Message.
It's to the point now where if you were raised by a female like that, you end up thinking that not only this is normal, but it's almost cute to a certain extent.
Exactly. Knockout King. The Knockout King himself. He think it's cute. And then he got women around him that think it's cute. So he think it's cute.
Not only is it normal, but it's almost attractive to a certain extent. We're not talking about what y'all females want to talk about. We're talking about what I want to talk about, which I'm talking to the men about being in relationships with negative ass attitude having ass females. That's what we're talking about right now.
Got to get out of those, fellas. Got to get out of those relationship
A lot of y'all,
cats.
it's to the point where you think it's cute. It's even attractive, right? Y'all dress it up and you like her old pretty mean self or her fine mean ass. You make it sound cute to say, but
Exactly. The old simp. That's the way the simp nigga disguise his emasculation. Oh, that's my old lady. That's how she is. Well, nigga, you need to leave her. Fuck you mean that's how she is. That's not how women act, bro. That's how she is.
the shit that it does to your mental, the stuff that it does to your esteem, the stuff that it does to your value, because it changes you over time as a man. This is the thing. If you really listen to what I'm saying, it's not about the woman being all bad. You turn into something.
Exactly, Daniel. D. Brown. He turned himself into something that he thought everybody else liked. He thought it was cute to be this brawly knockout king guy. Let me get that name. You see, this is the Mike Tyson programming. Remember, people learn from these celebrities. This is the Mike Tyson program. You know how Tupac got a whole bunch of niggas running around here thinking they thug life gangsters? Tyson did some damage now too. Tyson was just real enough to tell us, yo, they're trying to get me to program y'all. Don't believe the hype. Remember that Nike jacket? Don't believe, because Tyson got a lot of niggas knocked out going outside after watching the Tyson fight, thinking that they Mike Tyson. Oh, I'm a knockout. I know a lot of niggas in Harlem that's still up underneath the La Maguita Bridge, thinking that they Mike Tyson, bro.
Something bad over time. It turns you. Y'all done learned to dress it up. Y'all done been conditioned or programmed to be comfortable with it because you seen your mama act like that.
Exactly.
And this is why a lot of y'all stay in situations that it does not bring the best out of you.
Exactly. And we got my guy, the stat kid himself, BT, is in the building. BT, what up, BT?
What's good? Good morning. Got a little time on my hands before I start my day, but Stat Kid, I appreciate that, man.
No doubt, my guy. I appreciate you.
Most definitely. Isn't it refreshing to hear logic from somebody who's not emotional? Isn't it refreshing to hear logic from somebody who doesn't have an agenda? Somebody who might have been hurt back in her day, but she know how to get over it because she understands that with any type of hurt you have, what's the better healer than time? You know what I'm saying? She's mature. She understands that it's bigger than her. You know, Doris is the type of female you can look at. You can tell life is probably not that great for her coming up, but you know she's learned how to turn to God for one, and then number two, she's learned how to compartmentalize that pain. It's crazy how females who don't even come from where she come from have a harder time compartmentalizing than she does. You feel me?
That's well said, BT. Definitely for sure, bro.
Okay.
Love came up just like how we came up in them scrummy ass hoods. And the most important thing with love, she never stops educating herself. That's what separate her from the average women that look like her. You see, she look like them, just like how I look like everybody else that y'all hate. But we read books, bro. We educate our mind. Like reading and learning new stuff turns us on. And when learning new stuff, when you don't cut yourself off from learning, you're gonna always grow and you're gonna always flourish.
Right. And the thing is, we can get on these chicks all day. Like that last chick, I'm gonna be very honest with you. It kind of sounds like she's still getting over a breakup. That last one that told that
Right.
man who insulted that man and told him he shouldn't have children. Not was that insulting, it was low-key kind of immature. The only person who talks like that is somebody who's still in high school mentally. But we're not even gonna get on her. We're gonna talk about this dude, Jeremy Brown, who, God rest his soul. I would never condone nobody getting their life took, but we gonna play it fair because over in this space we play it fair, right?
Yes,
Um,
sir. We remove gray area. We remove gray area because we know who the war is. The war is against Pookie and Keisha.
exactly. And old dude, let me tell you something, bro. Old dude mentally is the same exact person as Carlisha Hood's son.
Yep.
They're the same person mentally. They're both raised by people who only really had them to keep a man around. And when that didn't work out, the kid was basically just kind of an afterthought. And they didn't really raise these kids, bro. They maintain them. They make them emotional. They pretty much make them females with male parts. You know what I'm saying? But Jeremy Brown, his family raised him, bro, to basically be I hate using terminology like this, a simp enforcer, right? Anytime
Hmm.
somebody makes them mad, they sick him on somebody, right? And anytime somebody don't do it as they say, they sick him on somebody. Kind of like what Carlisha Hood did with her son.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yo, you raised a good point that I never heard nobody talk about. Do you know what you just said, bro? BT is a fact. The same way she sent her son to go get that gun is the same way we just saw homie's sister or girl make him tie that shoe.
Hmm. I mean, bro, Chicago ain't no different than New Orleans, and ain't no different than New York. These are areas. These are the reason why these areas are so bad, bro. And the thing is, people act like it's just no. It's not systematic violence. These are areas with extremely high broken households. People who live in broken house, it's harder for women. Not nothing against women, of course. Respect to women. God bless them. It's harder for women to get employment in high paying jobs. These areas are full of women who are basically either living on Section 8 or they work in a bullshit job that's barely getting by. Imagine that on a large scale. That's what these hoods are. And these women are in a state of depression. They're in a state of financial ruin. Not all of them, but a lot of them trying to raise these damn kids, and they're not doing a good job of it, bro. Jeremy Brown is the result of the modern black community.
If anybody tell y'all environment and the people around you that you like that influence your mind and influence you, this is a regular human thing, right?
That's a fact, guys. When you look into how to build mental fortitude, when you look into how to reinvent yourself, all roads gonna lead to you removing what's in your environment right now. Because you're gonna notice, like I tell you all of the time, you're a seed that gets planted in some soil. You don't control that original plant. That soil that's around you, you don't have control over that originally. But when you get a chance, 18, 19, you get a chance to uproot your seed and put it into some soil. And in this environment, it might flourish for you. It might be a flourishing environment for you. But as long as you keep your seed in that environment that is toxic, where you see you ain't growing. Your tree not growing. You ain't sprouting. That's because the environment you're in. Your environment definitely influenced the mind, your movement, everything.
To be influenced by your environment and the people around you. This is why successful people, they will tell you, you want to evaluate and look at the company you keep, right? It's a reason why that's always been a thing.
Hey, good
That's
bread.
in the Bible right there. Bad morals. Wait, but he says bad company causes bad company causes bad morals. What you said, BT?
Nah, I mean, I was gonna quote some scripture too, but you actually quoted something similar. I was gonna quote too, but
Bad company causes bad morals.
right. And the thing is, who do you think raised Jeremy Brown? How many successful black men did Jeremy Brown's people have him around, or did they have him around their street nigga ass boyfriends all day?
Yo, for the looks of it, in them pictures, they ain't even have him around no men. He was always around bitches. He was always around feminine energy.
Right. And the thing is, I'm surprised that dude didn't come out funny. Well, they claiming he low key funny style, but I'm surprised dude didn't came out. No, I'm surprised he didn't come out funny style, bro. Because I mean, dude was around feminine energy damn near all day, like for
All
real.
day.
To mind the company that you keep, because the company that you keep influences what you own, right? Like when I came on here and said, what y'all own, right? So if you understand that, you understand that when you choose a person that they are on some negative ass attitude having shit, right? It turns you into a person where your character, right, gets worse, not better. Your core beliefs and the things you stand on, they get worse because most of your behavior starts to just be behavior to be able to cope with what type of person they are, because negative energy is overwhelming.
And ladies, be advised, this template works for you too. See, because y'all keep picking these little retarded niggas, right? These retarded niggas are just retarded. They're not going to adjust to you. You're going to end up adjusting to them. And this is why you get mad at me when I tell you some truth. And it triggers you because now you remind yourself of them, the dudes that you kept picking. And you hoping that they turn into some magical dude that you done seen over the internet, Cardi B's boyfriend, or ASAP Rocky, Rihanna's boyfriend. You're hoping that they magically turn into them, but you keep picking this dude. And now you wonder why you're an evil person, why you're a miserable chick, why you jumping in my comment section with that dumb shit. He changed you, man, ma'am. Now
Ladies, we
do the
know
work
y'all,
and
bro.
change yourself back. You got to do the work to change yourself back. Because if you do not do the work, you're gonna remain the person that changed you.
Ladies, we know y'all, bro. Like, there's no need for you to get angry, but we just know y'all. We grew up with y'all. We dated y'all. Some of us got kids by y'all. We know y'all, bro. It's like don't get so offended in your feelings. We just know y'all. It's like how y'all supposedly know us. We know y'all, bro. We know how y'all
Absolutely.
think. You know.
It's not light. Y'all got to look at y'all, because what I'm saying is, look at yourself. Look at the relationship you in, the type of females you've been dealing with, and look at what type of man you have become. Finna help y'all do the math. Look at what type of man. I ain't even talking about it being draining, because you're right. It's a mess to fucking deal with when you're trying to deal with it. Look at what it's done to you. Fuck the other person. Notice I'm not talking about the females and where they got it from and why they the way they is. Not even talking about that.
Exactly. Look at what it done to you guys, yo. A lot of you guys, we think about it. We all come to this YouTube space because we got done wrong, bro. We got done wrong. And some of us come to the YouTube space to find out what it is that we did wrong. Some of y'all come to the YouTube space to find out what it is that she did wrong, when you don't need to come to the YouTube space to find out what she did wrong, because you know what she did wrong, because she broke your heart. You hurting. You know what I mean? But Most people come to the YouTube space to find out what the fuck happened. You know what I mean?
Look at what the shit has done to you. A lot of y'all don't realize the shit has changed you for the worse.
Absolutely, guys. A lot of y'all run around here, and like I said in the beginning, and like I said downstairs at the Mr. Goodbreath show, some of you men, y'all got real turned on. Y'all niggas got turned on when y'all saw that video. Some of y'all niggas made the video go viral your damn self. Some of y'all niggas watched that video way too many times. And y'all got so many dopamine hits. I mean, y'all niggas high. Some of y'all niggas still high off the dopamine that you get when you watch that video. You have a problem, sir. You have to go take some self-accountability now and wonder why it is that you like that shit.
That dude Jeremy Brown was wrong for hitting that female, bro. Like, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of layers to Carlisha Hood giving her son a gun to go do her dirty work, but nah, like you can't agree with people putting their hands on people. Like, if you get into an argument with somebody, you as a man, you gotta walk away, bro. Like, the reason why people like you got a lot of dudes who still mad at their mother. You got a lot of dudes still mad at their baby mama that they chose. You got a lot of dudes who they keep trying to get with the same girl that street niggas want, and they keep getting their hearts broken. That's why they like seeing females get punched in their shit. But no, bro, what Jeremy Brown did was wrong. But we're not condoning what he did. We're just talking about how all that shit with him and Carlisha Hood ties together. Like, we're just trying to tie it in together. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Thank you, BT, for clearing that up, because you know they'll throw words in our mouth. Oh, y'all ain't got no smoke for the man. Y'all ain't got no smoke for the man. What you talking about, sis? Can you calm down, sis? How you say? Settle down, settle
Settle
down,
down,
calm
settle
down,
down,
settle
calm
down.
down.
Getting a little out of order here.
Even down to, watch this, even down to the choices you made. Because this ain't a bitch. Notice when I talk about influence, right? Influence affects, it impinges on, it's pressure to the type of decisions that you choose to make as a man. So it's still on you, right? I'm not giving anybody else credit for whatever decisions you made, whatever poor or bad decisions you made when the shit changed you for the worse. Them still your decisions. You don't get to blame the woman for that, right? You do not. You do not. Them still your decisions. But when you look at your decisions, and if them bitches is all over the place to the point where as a man, my reputation,
Good, Brett. I don't mean to keep stopping
my
your video.
character,
I gotta
what
say
I'm
this. I
Yeah,
gotta say
BT, we got time. We got time. We got
why
time.
is it that this obviously urban hood female, right? Lady, I'm not gonna call her no female, I'm gonna call her lady. I'm gonna stop calling people female. Why is this urban hood lady? Why is it that I can look at her, I can tell her? Why is it that this chick could probably be in a relationship better than chicks who probably come from the suburb? Why is it that a woman like her is a better fit for the majority of black men than chicks who are probably educated and from the suburbs? Why?
Because she realized that all that shit her mother, her lovely mother, and her father taught her was half right and half wrong. So she went to go find out the stuff that's half wrong. What is up on her own. She didn't sit around a bunch of goofy looking friends telling her, "Oh yeah, girl, yeah, girl." No, no. She went and looked it up on her own. Now, I mean, much like me, she specialized in psychology. Something about psychology, bro. It's like it gets entertaining. That's the rabbit hole. When you start to learn how easy it is to predict a person's action because you know how their brain work, that shit is better than sports TV, bro. So I put the video games down once I started to research and start to study this psychology thing, man.
Yeah, and the thing is, I bring that up because, and that was a really good point you brought up, good bread. The last chick you brought up, her name is Paris. I did my research. On the outside looking in, you would think that she the type of black female that black dudes would want, right? She educated, and I don't think she ugly. She just, you could tell that she don't really care about what people think about her. But why is it that a chick like her is so anti-black man? But and 9 times out of 10, the worst thing ever happened to her, dude cheated on her. This chick Dorsey grew up in
Oh, you got to remember
Tampa,
too,
bro. Like,
BT. Remember, Dorsey got a father. She was
right,
raised by a single mother, but she had a dad who had visitation rights
right.
and
Oh, okay.
who made sure he got his daughter. Remember, she told us the story about how the pops was strengthened with her moms, and they were strengthened over money and shit. But then the pops pulled up with a new car,
Mm-hmm.
and they didn't give a fuck what the moms was strengthened over. But they wanted to go with their dad. And see, she didn't have a hell of a mother either. She had one of them ratchet ass black women, but her mother never kept her from her dad. So this woman
Oh,
got
okay.
some masculine energy. She got some masculine energy.
That makes sense. Well, I mean, hey, Mr. Good, but I'm here to learn, bro. You know what I'm saying? So if I don't know, please correct me. But yeah,
That's why
I
I
just
love you, bro. Man, that's why the righteous fear is vital. Cause we ask questions, bro. We don't do this black nigga shit like, oh, we know everything, bro. How many times I done called you and asked you for a title or asked you how this thing?
all the
Cause
time.
that's what it's about, bro. We
And how
tribe
many
up.
how many times do I bother you when you with your churn just because I got some stuff to vent out on? So you know what I'm saying? So
That's what we supposed to do. That's what it make God smile every time we do that. We don't talk about it, we live it.
right. Hey GB, I gotta bounce out. Now I got an appointment to go make, man. You be safe. God bless you and good morning, man.
No doubt.
Enjoy the rest of the morning.
Thank you for sharing some of your time, BT. Man, salute to you,
Yeah.
man. I'll holler
Yeah.
at you later.
One.
Own. It's now for the worse. Like when I look at this shit, it's not what I want for myself as a man. Bro, you got to get up out of there. Bro, you got to get up out of there, bro. You got to get up out of there. You don't get to blame her. You got to get up out of there.
Yes, sir. You gotta get up out of there.
You got
Gotta
to
get
get
up
up
out
out.
of there. See, y'all niggas be wanting to stay with these sucky bitches. You know, y'all be wanting to have y'all cake and walk around with it too. You know what I mean? That's how that expression goes, guys. Don't be sounding foolish with these dumb people and they little quotes and shit. You know what I mean? The expression goes, you cannot have your cake and walk around with it too. Either you're gonna eat it or you just made the shit to waste your time. But you can't have both.
Out of there. It's a lot of y'all, bro. The bitch you dealing with, you can tell yourself whatever you want to tell yourself, right? The bitch you dealing with, time you got deep in with her, what the community start to notice from you, your choices, your reputation, your interaction with family, what you're now known and expected for is
Nope. She said what the community sees you. So I don't give a fuck how you think you is. It feel good to you. But the community is all important, bro. The community is all important because community is where you got to go get your money now. You done got the bitch. But now you got to come back to the community to keep the bitch. And we see you, fool. We see you.
not something that you're proud of as a man. Bro, you got to get up out of there. You got to get up out of there. You got to get up out of there. You got to get the fuck up out of there. When you look back, okay, this past 6 months, this past year, I done been known for lying. I done been known for cheating. I done been known for making poor choices with this or fucking up money with this or doing this with this. Bro, I got to get up out of here. I got to get up out of here. All this shit my fault. Based on the things that I've allowed to influence me. The shit will take you off your swivel. It will have you in a space where you become worse as an individual. Worse. Do y'all understand what I'm explaining? Worse.
Called the Bible.
So now
That's what it's called. I'm reading. It's something called the Bible. The Bible is something when God is here. You don't know when I'm here. You don't know when God's here.
Now, let me make this clear, right? There is growth. And to grow, especially as a man, it requires you to get uncomfortable. It requires you to get disciplined about some things. It requires you to get sure about some things. And when I say sure, you don't have to be solidly making decisions that are a sure thing. You just have to be sure that you want to make that decision and stand on however it play out.
Message, yo. Let me play that back. Let me play that back, because I know a lot of y'all be confused to what it is you're doing out here, bro. Your mother not going to tell you this. So your mother don't teach you this. She teach you how to be about her. She teach you how to be about her. And in that being about her, you kind of lose some self-identity about you. You know what I mean? We get tired of hearing, we know about your mother. We know about your mother. Because every accomplishment you make, we know about your mother. I want to thank my mother. What about you? Tell us about you.
So now let me make this clear, right? There is growth. And to grow, especially as a man, it requires you to get uncomfortable. It requires you to get disciplined about some things. It requires you to get sure about some things. And when I say sure, you don't have to be solidly making decisions that are a sure thing. You just have to be sure that you want to make that decision and stand on however it play out, right? A lot of y'all, the relationships that you're in, the stuff that you're involved in, it's
Now, some of y'all gonna get mad she told you that. Some of y'all niggas is mad she gave you a message because she a woman and she ain't supposed to be talking to you. You be stupid if you want to, bro. This is what the fuck we are talking about today.
not doing that for you as a man.
You turned yourself into a mini version of your mother, and now you can't bear to hear the truth. You can't bear to hear anything about yourself. You don't want to take no self-accountability because it's the bitch. No, it's these bitches, Mr. Goodbrad. It's these bitches. No, sir. No, sir. Tap you on your shoulder. No, sir. Calm down. Settle down. Settle down. It's you, nigga.
It's not. You got to get up out of there. Now, going back to what I said about purpose, right? When you don't have a purpose as a man, you will go out into the world and the things that are highly attractive, you will be ran by those. And for men, pussy and money. Pussy and money. Pussy and money. When you don't have something that you're motivated towards outside of pussy and money, when you don't have something that you as a man, not because a bitch told you or because your mama told you or because they saying it, but something that you want to be disciplined for. You want to acquire, accomplish, experience, right? So you tell yourself, I'm going to be disciplined for this journey or for this thing. True. If you don't have anything like that, which is purpose, your ass will end up chasing $1 or some pussy.
And that's a fact, bro. A nigga that don't have a purpose, a female will find you one. If you do not have a purpose, the female you're chasing will find you one. And you know what that's going to be? That's going to be tying her shoe. That's going to be cooking for her. That's going to be sucking her dick. Facts.
And the problem is when you chase money and you don't have a purpose, the money ends up running you. So you end up spending the money or indulging in a lifestyle that even if it's full of money, it's full of all kind of other stuff that will bring you the fuck down.
Absolutely. This is why we have those celebrities that got all of the money, but they just getting divorced left and right. Niggas is offing themselves. Motherfuckers still not happy because it can't be for the woman and it can't be for the money. But see, y'all keep missing them financial classes that I be having over on Sunday. Y'all ain't gonna know that. So y'all gonna do everything for the woman. Y'all better get your ass to the private classes this weekend, bro. I need to see more than just KDH and D Brown and some of my outside brothers, you know what I mean, that don't even do YouTube. I better see more of my people investing in themselves, because there's no excuse now. We got access to that information that y'all sit there and cry about that the white man don't want to give y'all. We got access to it. Remember, I am white privilege. Mr. Goodbread, white privilege. I'm about to change my name. I'm about to make one of them titles, white privilege.
And of course, when you just chasing pussy, right? The idea is it ain't hard to look around and see what a bitch gonna run you on when all you after is ass. Y'all understand what I'm explaining so far before I go any deeper?
If the shoe fits, let them wear it.
As a man, you have to have a purpose. This is why y'all always hear me talking about for boys growing up. You need to have positive male role models because mature men will tell other men this. Mature men will show other men where they're weak at and where they need to put their attention.
Absolutely. Iron sharpens iron. Remember, and I'm glad we got a real sister who know men check men. You see, the problem is these women are not checking women, except for love, though. We're not talking about true love, because we know you check a motherfucker, you check a nigga, a bitch, your mama, you like me. We checking everything. We checking everything. So you could call us the check cash in place, because we checking everything.
To grow themselves. Women don't do that for men. Men do that for men in groups, operating as a team, bouncing ideas off, talking to one another a certain way, gaining respect and losing respect based on certain things and learning from those experiences.
Welcome to the righteous sphere. We separate the gray areas over here. We don't do the lying like those other places. No. We don't do no fucking lying over here. You're gonna get the truth.
Where they need to put their attention to grow themselves. Women don't do that for men. Men do that for men in groups, operating as a team, bouncing ideas off, talking to one another a certain way, gaining respect and losing respect based on certain things and learning from those experiences. You don't get that from a bitch.
Welcome to the righteous sphere. We separate the gray areas over here. We don't do the lying like those other places. No. We don't do no fucking lying over here. You're gonna get the truth.
So if you understand what I'm explaining, this is why it's so important for boys to be, during their upbringing, during their time of programming, in the vicinity of men, not just fucking women all the time. Gotta have a purpose. Gotta be able to view the world from a space of it is different for men than it is for women. We live in a time where everybody's trying to make that shit the same.
God damn, love. God damn it. Go ahead, love.
They're trying to make the life experiences for men and the life experiences for women the same, but it is not.
And that's on God. It feel good to hear a woman say it, boy. A black woman say it, yo. Love, you looking prettier and prettier every reaction, love. Don't she the Miss Goodbread? Look at her. Look at love, Miss Goodbread. Look at her. Her face, she drink water. Miss Goodbread in here rolling.
The other thing is, as a man, you have to stay on top of if I'm allowing negative fucking attitudes around me, especially from women. We are the most persuasive. We are the most influential, especially when it comes down to relationships, especially when it comes down to committed relationships. So when you sit with a bitch that they have this aura of negative energy, everything is some sort of attitude conversation or attitude cycle. You start to lose yourself as a man.
And it's true, guys. You know those niggas that come in. Where my 9 to 5 is at? You know those niggas that come into work and they just cranky, they just moody. You know them niggas that be in relationships that come into work and cranky and moody. You know what time it is. You know she slept on the couch. You could tell. You could tell, bro. You could just look at niggas and be knowing like, oh, this nigga, he's sexually frustrated. He got a whack bitch. You know what I mean? You could just tell.
I'm just looking at y'all like y'all looking at me. Do y'all understand before I go any deeper? This is important for men to understand. And like I said, if at a young age, you wasn't raised on that warped ass single mama mentality that a woman can teach you how to be a man, you would have been put in the vicinity of men so you can understand life from a male perspective. A lot of y'all, you was raised by a bitch with a negative attitude towards life based on what she went through and her choices and what happened with you, her and your daddy and all.
That's a fact. You know your mama got an attitude every time you ask for something and financially she couldn't deliver on it. You know that? You know that, and you saw that. When you asked for something, sit the fuck down. Sit the fuck. Oh, stop packing. And that's the attitude y'all niggas have now that y'all adults. That'd be that exact same attitude y'all jump in my comment section with, like if y'all really can control me. Now, I know your mama controlled you, but you can't control me because your mama controlled you. Nigga, that's not how the world works. You were manipulated. You not fitting to jump on my shit and manipulate me. That's not normal to me. Now, that might be normal to you, but again, that's your business. You normalize whack shit. You normalize non-truth, not me.
All kind of relationship shit to the point where you're programmed that this type of shit is the norm. So watch this. As a grown male adult, all you know how to do is be in the vicinity of a woman with a negative attitude or that negative energy. You don't even know what it feels like to process and be with a woman that knows how to be submissive and loving and encouraging.
That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. Y'all niggas are meet a Mrs. Goodbread and fuck the whole bag up. First of all, you're gonna convince yourself into why she's not the perfect bitch for you because she don't look like these other little hood rat IG model bitches. You're gonna convince. If you get past convincing yourself that she don't look equally as better and as charming as them bitches, then you're gonna fuck the bag up because you're not gonna be used to a woman that let you lead. Meaning, nigga, any choice you make, any decision you make, you can shoot it. But if it fuck up, bro, she gonna let you hear about it. Because real women know, I don't want to be masculine. I want you to lead. Because if you lead, I ain't gotta be accountable. And it's not in the female nature to even want to be accountable for anything. So this is why I don't understand these strong and independent women that don't want to be led by a man, but then don't want to be accountable. If you are the leader, then you have to be accountable. You know what I mean? Message. So if you want to know, if you were a modern or traditional minded female, that was the message right there, guys. Because traditional minded women, they don't have to be accountable. You know why they don't have to be accountable? Because they ain't clutching. They ain't jumping their ass in the front of the line. They let you lead. Sort of Eve like, right? Because Eve was accountable, you see? This is where the confusion come at in the manosphere and in the red pill. Because they teach you Eve. Because Eve ate the apple. Eve ate the apple. Eve ate the apple. Yes, Eve did eat the apple after being tricked by Lilith. All right? So she did eat the apple. But Eve also was accountable for eating that apple. She owned up to it. She faced her punishment. Know what I mean?
And motivating and positive. You used to bitches that just keep bringing issues to your plate. You used to bitches that just keep on accusing and mistrusting and in a space where you damn near operate and thrive off of that type of energy. Looking at y'all like y'all looking at me. Make sure y'all understand before I go any deeper. The shit changes you for the worse. Look around at the reputation and what you spent the past 2 to 3 years doing. 1 to 2 years doing. A lot of y'all as a man, bro, you're not proud of that shit. You're not proud of that shit. But when you're around the wrong people, when you are,
and you know you ain't proud of that shit. And the women that sit there and laugh at you, right? Whole time, those 3 years that you not proud of, and the woman laughing at you, you think she did any work on herself in those 3 years, guys? This is why you got to get the fuck from around them, bro. You got to get up from around them, bro.
consistently in the vicinity, in the environment of a negative or attitudinous person. Watch this. Most of your energy, especially your mental energy, is put into trying to cope with their character. So a lot of the business that you're supposed to be getting to as a man, you ain't getting to that shit. Because you so busy trying to pacify a motherfucking attitude about some shit that don't actually exist.
And then they wonder why black men don't build. Black men haven't built. When do black men get the time to build if he's sitting there helping you fix your childhood trauma that you trying to ignore and act like you don't have? Because every time I know a man to get married, every black man I know that got married, then went in that house and died. This motherfucker was the best rapper, the best musician, the best everything. He gets married, he goes in the house, and he dies. Now, what kind of shit is that? Only to get divorced 10 years later, and we like, oh, wow. I didn't know that they was going through anything. Stop me when I start lying, guys. And I don't like crab legs.
Because positivity is a choice. Deciding that you want to be on some happy shit, this is something that bitches are still trying to even grasp the concept of, that you could just decide that. So half the shit that y'all niggas trying to fix with females' attitudes and deal with and cope, it's some shit that's not even a physical real thing. So you're not going to be able to fix it. Bro, you can't get to the business because you're too busy putting your time, your energy, your effort, your thought process into trying to deal with a bitch negative attitude. Trying to hope that today she ain't gonna find something to be mad.
And this work for those little race agitating groups that y'all be in. Y'all spending way too much time worrying about some white supremacy and some white man, bro. Get the fuck on your purpose, bro, and stop distracting yourself with that shit. Is that your excuse to why you have no skills and that's why you're not on your purpose? So you just blindside yourself with that bullshit, bro? Get the fuck on your purpose, bro. These white folks ain't even thinking about your stupid ass, bro.
At you about. Trying to wonder if today things are gonna go smooth or not. Hoping that you ain't finna get that we need to talk conversation. A lot of y'all, bro, you look around, you need to leave that bitch alone. It don't got to be nothing big and drastic. She ain't got to have cheated on you. You ain't got to have cheated on her. Cause, you know, I told y'all in another live, y'all feel like y'all got to wait till shit is some big drama cycle to step away from some shit. Just
That's another generational curse. Why the fuck we can't part ways, bro? Shit don't work. Why the fuck we must sit in this relationship cap and wait for a motherfucker to fuck it up when it's already fucked up? Y'all sit in these relationship caps, know that y'all not compatible with these modern women. It feels wrong. You haven't, every time you have sex, she on top. You haven't enjoyed sex with the bitch in I don't know how long, since the honeymoon phase when you was tricking all your money. And yet you still need her to cheat on you before you leave? Like, come on, bro. Why risk your confidence? Just leave now. Spare your confidence. Spare your own self-esteem. Because it's going to happen, bro. She's going to cheat. She's going to suck another nigga dick.
let's look at what you've turned into, especially as a man. Look at what it did to you. That alone will tell you. And I'm going to tell you something. Women, we have the sexuality of a god. That shit is different than men, right? So we're very persuasive. A lot of y'all, bro, you can't get up out of there because of the pussy. Bro, you can't get up out of there because of the way the sexual energy makes you feel. Know why, bro? You ain't got no purpose. So really what moves you is pussy. What motivates you is vagina. You can't get up out of there, bro. And most of your full-grown man energy, your full-grown man mental power, your full-grown male, character and moves, your decisions are just on trying to deal with her attitude. My nigga, how you gonna get ahead? My nigga, how you gonna get in tune with your spirituality as a man?
A lot of y'all niggas be jealous of me, Bree. Like, a lot of y'all niggas get mad and get in your bag about me, and y'all be like, oh, he's just so often. No, I'm not, bro. I just got the virtuous woman building with. So some shit, some things I'm gonna be able to do, you not gonna be able to do. And don't hate me for that. Just fix your shit. Fix your shit, bro. Fix your shit. You as a single man is better to compete, is better off than you being in a relationship thinking that you can get what I got. If you're in a relationship and you're not in your relationship with a woman, a modern woman, then you can forget about it, bro. You will never catch me, bro. You're never gonna get to do what I get to do, so don't even think about it. Do not try this at home. You're better off being single.
My nigga, how you gonna accomplish something great? My nigga, how you gonna create a legacy for your children? My nigga, how are you gonna get in a space where you're even in a healthy position to even be somebody's father? My nigga, how you gonna come up out that struggle? Bruh, how you gonna get up out the hood? How the fuck you gonna solve the real life problems if
Exactly, guys. She's killing it right now. This is what I tell y'all on a regular basis. Your goal as a man has got to be to escape poverty. That's our goal. We trying to get the fuck out of poverty. Whether we only live 2 days up out of that, fuck it. At least our kids will be up out of that shit for the rest of their lifetime. But our goal is to break that generational curse and get the fuck out of poverty. That got to be the goal. So if you getting with women where that's not their goal, they can't see that being the purpose, bruh, you're doomed. You're doomed, bruh. You're doomed. You might as well set you a GoFundMe up right now. Set you a GoFundMe up, bro.
every day you walking on eggshells and tiptoeing around as a grown-ass man, I want to add, about a bitch attitude.
And that's walking on eggshells. Remember, only God people get to walk on water. It's true. I walk on water. KDH, salute to my guy. He walk on water every morning he wake up. D Brown, salute to you. He walk on water when he wake up. The Bell 5000, salute to you. He walk on water when he wake up. How many of y'all niggas wake up on eggshells every fucking day, bro? And you know that. You don't like it. It's uncomfortable. It's whack. It's corny. It makes you look bad, but you're addicted to the coochie and you don't got a purpose, so you stay.
The hoe can't wake up and decide that she want to be on some positive shit. Because a bitch feel like how they act and what they say out their mouth is not a decision of theirs. It is somehow under the control of the environment they're in, or something you did, or something you said. Bro, y'all got to get up out of there. Some of y'all, you got children. And my nigga, you ain't being the type of father that you want to be to them kids. And part of it has to do with the environment. Part of the environment is the type of bitches that you allowing to sit around you and the shit they influencing you to be on. Part of it is the environment and the type of niggas you sitting up under. Your mama ain't never give you no positive male role model resources because she was on that single mama parenting shit so hard. So you ended up just connecting with whatever niggas you cross paths with in the low income area that you lived in. And they ain't really got too much going on. So you getting influenced by another nigga who mind don't know too much more than yours. And when you look around, it's like, how can I be a better father or a better man or accomplish some big shit or even see, watch this, old vision, even see myself doing something bigger than what I'm doing. I can't even see the shit. Know why? Because day to day, my biggest concern is that this bitch don't get an attitude with me. Day to day, my biggest concern is that Bay don't get upset at me about X, Y, or Z. Nigga can't even really map out no real goals. Talk about manifesting or motherfucking vision board for you as a man. Talk about, seeing myself. Because, when we talk about manifest.
Preach, love. And this is the real reason why men are not getting married. This is the reason why men are walking the other way from these modern relationships. This is the reason why men are going the other way. Because men have seen for years, wait a minute, why ain't no married men out here talking about, yo, young man, you should get married. That was the greatest thing I ever did. Why is no man that's linking with these women, black women, white women, I don't give a fuck what color they is, but why is it that these men linking with these women, why are they dying? I ain't never seen him. He went in as a modern man, came out as a husband, and I ain't see him again. Come on, who the fuck wanna who is stupid, yo? Who is stupid, yo? It makes you think about that line, right? It makes you think about that statement, happy life, happy wife, right? It makes you think about that, right?
Of doing better. You actually got to see yourself doing that shit before you do it. You got to be able to speak like the shit in present time. A lot of y'all, you can't have this conversation because your biggest worry every day is if a bitch gonna get an attitude with you.
In fact, a lot of y'all can't even watch my channel because you're worried you're gonna lose your little nasty looking cooch. You're gonna lose your little toxic relationship. You're gonna lose your little relationship cat. You play this shit in her house, for one. You play this shit in her house, you getting kicked out, nigga. You getting kicked out, nigga. And you know that. So how much time you gonna waste? How long are you gonna waste, bro? You gonna wait till you 45, then realize, oh shit, yeah, fuck these bitches. I gotta get on my purpose. Then by then, you're gonna be super mad at bitches, and you're not gonna like no bitches now. And it's you. It was you the whole time. Cause you set your ass around there. It baffles me how you can't have conversations like this with your girl, but y'all in a relationship, you investing, she busting it open, but y'all can't have conversations like this? Wow. Because the truth is love. The truth is love, baby.
Is a whole gonna have a problem with what the fuck you got going on, or the decision you made, or who you called, or what's in your phone, or what you doing online, or what you looking at, or why you on there that long, or who was over there, or how much money did you make today, or what's going on. You can't even think straight. Whole mind clouded.
Exactly. And this is the reason why brothers is going across seas. Brothers is getting a passport. Brothers ain't got time. They would rather play let's pretend with a bitch that don't speak no English than to sit here and invest and play with you bitches who got all the education, got access to all the information that you need to help fix your stupid ass mindset, but you'd rather not. You rather sit here and talk about what we do wrong. Get the fuck out of here.
All right. I'm just trying to see who understand what I'm saying before I go deeper. Because I always could go deeper. We never touch the bottom. A lot of y'all niggas, bro,
Touch the
I'm
bottom,
talking to
girl.
the dudes on here. You got to reevaluate your motherfucking environment. You got to get up out the pussy long enough, up from under a bitch long enough to decide as a man how you want to motherfucking be. Exactly. That lady live again. Y'all ain't doing that. Y'all looking around, and it ain't hard to see that girl telling the truth. Your ex telling the truth. Your mama telling the truth. Your auntie and them telling the truth. You know, because you ain't even proud of your reputation. You ain't proud of it. But the thing is, their opinion don't matter more about you than your opinion. What they think don't matter more, but you know the facts of what they saying is true. You ain't really proud of the decisions you made the past 1 to 2 years, the past 3 to 5 years. You're not proud of that. That's not some shit you go around talking about as a testimony. That's why hoes be so quick to talk about exposing y'all with their attitudes, because they knowing 9 out of 10, you done did this shit and you ain't really proud of it. You done did this shit and you don't really want a bitch to know that you did this shit. You done made this decision or switched up on this or changed up on that or went over here and did this or said this and you ain't even proud of it. And bruh, I ain't saying you supposed to give a fuck what they think. I always say stand on facts, right? A lot of the facts of what a bitch be saying, it be true. And off of that, you should decide what you want to do moving forward. Because if you ain't proud of your reputation, if you ain't proud of how shit looking, if you ain't proud of what they saying about you, if you ain't proud of what they posting about you, if you ain't proud of it, I ain't talking about the hating ass shit. I'm talking about the shit that you know this is true about me. Like, I did do that. I did lie about that. I did cheat over there. I did try my kids on that. I did do that. Bruh, you decide. This is what men do. Men decide. Like, based on how shit looking, it ain't looking too good. I ain't proud of it. I'ma change it. I'm not because a bitch told me to change it. A lot of y'all, again, your mindset is programmed from that single mama shit to where you rating on a bitch to tell you what to change. Bruh, any given day, you look up and look at your life and the decisions you made, and you decide if you want to change that shit. Fuck what a hoe talking about. Fuck what a bitch said.
Abso-freaking-lutely, yo. And gang, yo, it's been a hell of a Tuesday morning, gang. But this is going to be the conclusion. That's our conclusion of the show today, guys. I really appreciate you. I feel good about this one. Anytime I can help my brothers, you know what I mean? I feel really good. And I love the tie-in, guys. Y'all know exactly why this boy Jeremy Brown now was in that restaurant doing dumb shit, doing mini version of his mother's shit, bro. Guys, you got to get rid of any toxicity in your environment. You got to get rid of it, guys. You got to get rid of all the negative energies, whether that's a man or woman in your life. Get rid of the negative energies, guys, so that you can grow. You know what I mean? People is harboring your growth, and you are willingly allowing them to do so. You know what I mean? These are your mans in them. Your mans in them. You know what I mean? That's my girl. You know what I mean? She's just like that. That's her. That's just how she is. You guys to stop making excuses for these negative motherfuckers too, bro. It's only gonna hold you back, guys. You know what I mean? Now y'all wrap up, y'all strap up, y'all drink responsibly, guys. Do not play with your life. We do this for the culture, man. 2 videos is going to pop up. For those of you watching on the playback, you could click into either or to continue this learning, this educational experience, guys, all right? Y'all come for the entertainment, but y'all stay for the truth. Again, thanks to all my newcomers. Thanks to all my old heads, man. We only getting better and better. I'm not the cutest. I'm not the smartest. I'm not the best. I'm just the realest. It's Mr. Goodbread, and I'm out, man.
You are not niggers. You are not coons. You may smoke reef and drink wine and do crazy, wicked things, but you are not a wicked person by nature. You have lent yourself to wickedness. But
Wait a minute. Yo, Howard Thomas, why would you wait to the end of the damn program? Now, I done told y'all I'm a little bit different. I'm a little bit different. It is nothing wrong with marriage. It is something wrong with marriage. It's definitely something wrong with marriage when the divorce numbers are the way they are. It's definitely something wrong with marriage, man. You cannot continue to keep that opinion as a fact when it's proven that it's not. It's something wrong with marriage. And I know exactly what's wrong with marriage. It's monetized. Marriage is not meant to be monetized. You know what I mean? So there's nothing wrong with being married in the eyes of God, but there is definitely something wrong with being married in the eyes of state when, for some weird reason, these marriages can't stay married. So people are monetizing love. So now we monetizing love. They're monetizing coochie. They're monetizing love. They're monetizing everything. You know what I mean? We done monetized the music and made it the devilish. We done monetized the gospel and now it's devilish. But yeah, it's definitely something wrong with marriage, man. It's definitely something wrong with marriage. And I got videos on the channel proving that. You know what I mean? So I don't just yell statements out and not back it up. But this is definitely a mgtow channel. You know what I mean? Men go the other way. Definitely understand only a woman see nothing wrong with marriage because that's not their chambers of death. You know what I mean? They're helpers in that chamber. You know what I mean? Understand that. Understand that. Definitely something wrong with marriage. I'm not married, guys. And I've been with Mrs. Goodbread for 18 years, right? And Ms. Goodbread wanted to get married. When I broke down the reason why it's in her best interest to keep me as masculine as possible, she said, nah, fuck that marriage shit. So now if you can't break that down to your woman, she don't love you, bro. Women are monetizing love for security. They don't give a fuck about you. That's what's wrong with marriage. If you can find a virtuous woman, if you can find the real virtuous woman, then and only then can you think about marriage. And honestly, the virtuous woman, the real virtuous woman, she just wants you to love her and make sure you got something to leave for them kids. They don't give a fuck about no marriage. They don't give a fuck about it. Virtuous women don't care about no marriage, bro. Because love is love, and love don't need to be monetized. But with that note, on that note, I'm out of here for real this time, though. But nice try, yo. Nice try, YT. Nice try, bro.
You are not niggers. You are not coons. You may smoke reef and drink wine and do crazy, wicked things, but you are not a wicked person by nature. You have lent yourself to wickedness, but you are a divine creature that must now come into the knowledge and power of your own divinity. And no preacher can resurrect you into your divinity. It takes God himself to bring you into your own divine nature. So we're not dealing with prophets. We have walked out of prophet teaching. This is the time and the presence of God. So I don't talk about God will come. God is already here. And he's working in me to resurrect you to your divine nature.